Starburns Audio.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the Virus Edition, a.k.a. the Petticoats. A.k.a. two Jews, no harm in Killabrews. A.k.a. one Zoom, two grooms. Really? Yeah, well, we both are married. Yeah, we both married. A.k.a. one egg, four legs. A.k.a. one salmon couchy, two fans of Fauci. A.k.a. one side, two goats. We are here. We are ready to give you guys the news of the day and connect with you. We love hearing how you guys consume this podcast. It is kind of beautiful to hear like someone say like, hey, this is my thing that I get up to in the morning, or I can't go to sleep. My wife is asleep or my husband's asleep. This is what I listen to in bed at night just to like wind me down. I love it. Or I do the dishes. This is my like dishes listening to thing. We're here to be that bridge for you. We consume podcasts the same way. Right. So for us to be able to provide something for you guys like that, it feels really good.
Let us be your morning walk. Here we go. Shall we take a walk?
Let's do it. Let's take
a walk into the craziness.
Okay.
All right. Who is still flying? We ask this question every so often, but
I see planes going over my house.
And you're like,
I'm like,
who?
who's on this thing?
FedEx, I get. You got to send stuff, but who is still flying? Who other than people who like
Want to get into like a bench clearing brawl at like Spirit Airlines in a Fort Lauderdale terminal?
Who is flying? Unless it's an emergency, who is flying? Now is not the time to get your travel on. And look, I don't want the airlines to go down. I really don't, but I'm just saying now is not the time to do it.
Well, it just feels odd. Yes, some people may have to do it, but we all have to admit it does feel a little weird to see people on planes.
And I think that airlines are trying to realize they got to do something more than just be an airline to win your business back.
Maybe serve you better food?
Some of them are starting to make some concessions, which it's nice to see. We'll get into it. All right?
Yeah.
Maybe go back to serving food at all. I mean, Jay and I are both doing Jenny Craig, and we said it looks like and feels like the food you got on planes in the 90s.
Yes.
That everyone got.
90s food.
90s food.
90s plane food.
90s plane food. It was this big. It was terrible.
A nice like rectangular with rounded corners plate.
That's right. That's essentially what it was. Jenny Craig was like, look, this is how much you should be eating.
They told you, get on a plane.
That will satisfy no one, but it's a gesture that counts. You know what I'm saying? If they're like, here's your meal, you're like, I didn't order this. Here you go.
Like maybe Southwest Airlines will stop doing comedy on the intercom.
Right? Maybe the Delta lady will get honest and real about how much face work she's had done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe we don't have to watch the safety thing. The safety thing should be optional.
If it's her telling about the safety of going into too many facial operations, that's a safety video I will watch every time.
I will watch that. A personal confessional about how she screwed up and got a little too into the plastic surgery.
But the Emirates, they've gone
sponsor of Arsenal. Are they still Arsenal soccer team?
Fly Emirates. They've gone above and beyond.
Okay.
They have an offer for their travelers that takes into account the serious public health crisis that we're all going through right now.
The global pandemic, if you will.
And their potential role in it as an airline. This is brilliant, okay? This is a great story. You get an airplane. That is a tube filled up with recycled COVID air.
Yeah.
I mean, they talk about being in a restaurant and the air conditioning just circulating it around. You literally breathe recycled air for the entire trip.
Is someone going to crack a window up there?
You need a gas mask to get you from LA or like scuba gear to get you from LA to New York, right?
Yeah, you need to take a deep breath and hold it.
That's right. So here come the Emirates to say, we understand. We hear you, and we've got something to offer you in the time of crisis.
Okay.
Come fly with us, because less than a week after saying it would cover passengers' medical expenses and quarantine costs if they're that's unbelievable. If they're diagnosed with COVID in the course of their travels, Emirates Airline is now offering a different, some may say morbid, kind of promotion.
Listen, I may be one of those some.
It's a hell of an offer. Okay. We know that a bunch of you aren't going to make it when you fly to Egypt.
Yes.
All right.
That's what they're saying.
But medical and quarantine costs don't have to be as mysterious as the Great Sphinx.
Here we go.
Let us take care of you. We're the Emirates. All right. The Middle East carrier now says that it will cover all funeral costs if passengers are diagnosed with the virus and then pass away after flying Emirates.
So here's what I'm going to say. If you get the virus, you got to take a flight. take a flight so that they can cover the cost at least.
Maybe. I mean, look, the Emirates is really going the extra mile.
They are.
And that is the Emirates difference.
It
Okay.
is.
Most airlines don't even allow you to go back on the plane. Like if you left your computer
on the seat, they're cleaning it now. We can't get it.
You're like,
it's gone.
I'm literally just walking
Once
back.
you walk off the plane,
Sorry,
it has to be another.
that's it.
It's another flight.
These guys are literally going to pay for your final resting place. All right. That's how confident they are in their brand. And that is how confident they are that they are going to kill
But the
some
problem
of you.
is they're gonna put you in a center plot in between two fat
That's the
people,
issue.
and you're
That's
gonna
the
be
issue.
jammed into a center plot, burial plot, and that's how you're gonna be for life. No
Again.
arm space.
Again, have you ever had a flight delayed or canceled? They give you in the airport a $20 meal voucher to an Auntie Annie's pretzels. That's it. That's all you get.
These guys are willing to pay for your final.
These guys are
resting.
willing. If your life is canceled because of an Emirates flight, these guys will offer you a mortuary voucher. How about that?
Right. How are you paying for this? I don't know. I got this Emirates voucher.
There you go.
Will that work here?
It's just this is what they say, just another enticement to get people back in the air and traveling with confidence after the industry has been decimated due to coronavirus. Is that another?
I don't know if
an
it's giving
enticement
anyone concert. I don't know if it's giving anyone confidence
to
and
get
I
you
don't-
to fly again?
I don't know about
to
that.
remind customers of their impending death.
Hey, this is a death trap. Come on up. We'll take care of you. Obviously,
This
some of
to
you-
me feels
obviously some of you are going to die. We're going to take care of that.
This to me feels like the ultimate we can still be friends gesture after someone completely crushes you.
Yeah.
Breaks your
Come
heart.
on, let's hang out.
We can still be friends. Unless you have a family member that you don't like.
And you also don't want to pay for their funeral.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Steve, put down that QAnon sign. You know how you're always talking about going to Saudi Arabia? Remember how
Now's
you
the
always
time.
like talking about going there?
We got.
Come on.
Come on,
we bought
bro.
you a ticket on the Emirates.
Let's go.
I know you say you've never talked about going to Dubai, but we feel like you've mentioned it before.
Addis Ababa is calling
You
your
are
name.
gonna love it there, dude. See how you're gonna go. You see all the people that we banned from our country. You're gonna absolutely
You'll
have
be
a
in with
blast.
them.
You don't know all the incredible stuff that you can pick up on a trip like this.
You can wear an American flag shirt.
Fingers crossed. Quote, we're keeping you safe on the journey and giving you extra security wherever you are in the world, Emirates said in a statement, according to the Business Insider. I think Emirates Airline new motto should be keeping you safe in this world
Until we have to deliver you to the next world
or the underworld.
or whatever world you belong to.
That's right, the Emirates. Keeping you safe on your journey to the Middle East while also paying for your journey across the river Styx.
Fly
Emirates, right?
Yes.
Trying to keep you safe in the air while hedging our bets here on the ground. Fly
Emirates.
Hey, we know and you know that if you really have to fly to Bahrain right now, you're probably going to bite the dust.
Soon.
But let us take a bite out of those funeral costs.
Fly Emirates.
Anyone who contracts COVID in transit is entitled to, you ready for this? $1,765 for the burial through Next Care, a subsidiary of travel insurance from Alliance. That's not enough to like throw a body in the ground
No.
when no one's looking at night.
No, that doesn't
You need two.
that doesn't cover the cover and backup part of a funeral.
You need $2,000 for two dudes to dig a hole.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
And cover it up.
Yeah.
A K to open up the earth and a K to put it back down
in.
again.
1,700 isn't going to cover that right now. So they aren't really paying for the whole burial.
No.
It's like when you pay for a plane ticket and then they charge you for the luggage
Right.
and they charge you for food and then they
Yes.
charge you to sit in a little thing. And they charge you for legroom and space. And the next thing you know, it's like you paid for a whole other ticket.
Right. Or it's like winning a car or trip.
Yeah.
It's like winning a trip on something and they only pay for your hotel and airfare.
You got to
And
pay
you're
for
like,
everything else.
Wait, we're still going to spend $3,000. That's
I
a
didn't
trip
want-
I wasn't going to take.
I didn't want to go to Tampa.
Now I got to go to Tampa Bay.
The coverage is available for travel between now and October 31st, 2020. It's valid for 31 days from the moment you take your first flight, and it covers you even if you travel onwards to another city. But of course, you don't want to die anywhere near Christmas
Because there are blackout dates.
that's a blackout date. You put it this way: if you black out anywhere between December 23rd and January 4th,
if you permanently black out.
you are blacked out of receiving these benefits.
What a
right now.
bummer. What
The
a bummer.
airline
Isn't that always the way?
That's not the truth, but I'm assuming it is. The airline believes such outlandish promotions will actually revive and relieve the fears about getting back on
Not
the plane.
revive, relieve.
Well, it's reviving. It's not going to
it's
revive
going to
anybody.
revive them, but it will also. They think it's going to
Well, it's
relieve.
not going to
the
revive the people it kills.
fear. No.
It's going to make a lot of people feel safer. hey, the car you're driving has 0 tread on the tires. You won't be able to correctly brake again, but don't worry. After the crash, we're going to take really good care of the car.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
They're putting their customers first. That's what they're saying.
I mean, in many ways, they are putting their customers first, Jay. The problem is that when they bury you, you won't even be able to recline all the way back into your coffin.
No.
Certainly not when they're lowering you down. You have to be in an upright and locked position.
Until you're all the way down.
Until you're all the way down. Sucks.
Yep.
And we believe they will welcome this initiative, Emirates Group CEO Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum said in a press release. See, this press release is letting everyone know that this guy just flies private.
Yeah, this guy's
He's never stepped into a public situation ever in his life.
He hasn't talked to a normal person in 10 years.
Yeah, they'll want to know that they'll be well taken care of, even if they can't appreciate it anymore. I don't understand this.
Who's going to want to know that?
Great job of taking care of your customers. And these are customers who will never be able to be your customers ever again.
How about saying we're going to take all this money that we're going to put into it, and we're going to create the most. We're going to take out like 25 seats a flight. We're going to put glass partitions.
Yes,
it's going to be like flying. Coach is going to feel like flying first class. Now you're starting to entice
people are going to get back in the air. Talking about like a few of you are going to die and we'll pay for your funeral is not getting paid. Like no one wants to hear we'll fly you anywhere in the Middle East and then straight to the land of 72 virgins.
No.
Okay? No one wants to hear that. But if you want to, Emirates is willing to foot the bill. And that's our first story.
All right. In the books.
When we come back,
we have a story about
dealing with a loud party.
Dealing with a loud party these days, and you won't believe who we are mad at.
You won't believe whose side we come down on. You've got to stick around to hear it. This is Sklar Bro Country, the Virus Edition. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We want to thank everyone who continues to support the YouTube page. Yep. Keep checking it out. Watch the videos on there. Hopefully we will eventually get cleared so that we can start putting back the old Cheap Seats clips and other stuff. Also, sorry to those who didn't get into the live Dumb People Town on August 15th. We're going to do another one and we'll announce the date and hopefully get a guest.
Maybe end of September, early October. But we'll keep you posted on that. And let's jump into this last story.
Jump right in, shall we?
Look, if someone wants to have a big, loud party these days, we're most likely going to side with the people who are trying to shut that party down.
Yeah, because you shouldn't be having a party right now.
There is no need to have a loud, crazy, huge party right now.
No need.
There is no need. You can talk to your friends. You can have 4 friends over in your backyard.
You can reminisce about the times when you used to have crazy parties.
Remember that crazy party? Remember that crazy party, actually, Randy, where you tried to catch a football?
I tried to catch a football at a party. I was a little bit drunk and I fell in the pool, fully clothed. That was crazy.
We were at a party and some woman didn't realize there was a sliding glass door. She walked right into it. We all cracked up for about 30 minutes. She joined in on the laughter.
Hilarious.
It was hilarious. You can reminisce about the last big party you had where you passed out and fell asleep in the hedges.
There will be another time in the future when we can't have those parties. Now is not
You
the time.
cannot have a big loud one right now.
It's dangerous. This is the type of thing, a big party that could basically destroy the Major League Baseball season right now.
That's right. So
Shut it down.
I'm going to probably side with anyone and everyone who's trying to shut down a huge loud party. Everyone except Christopher Hogarth,
Oh, God.
a drunk man from Troy, Michigan, who tried to shut down a large party next door to his house. And cops, by the way, they were already there shutting down the party. He tried to shut it down by racking a loud shotgun.
Jesus.
He racked his shotgun.
Let's get into it.
Okay, first of all, Hogarth sounds like a drunken giant from Harry Potter. Am I right?
He does. Or a drunken former wizard from Hogwarts.
Either way, sounds like a drunken mess, and that's exactly what and who Christopher Hogarth is.
Like the type of guy who wears a wizard hat to drink in, and then he shits in it,
and then forgets he shits in it and puts it back on his head. Hogarth also sounds like a low-calorie version of Hogarden, that beer.
It's like a Hefeweizen that tastes bad.
It's Hogarth.
Like there shouldn't be aspartame in Hefeweizen.
There's bits of sand in the bottom.
Ugh.
You just get it in your teeth.
You're gonna have to
Anytime
spit it
you feel
out.
a crunch, you spit it out. It's not that. They're really good. It tastes almost as good as Hogarden, says the guy who brought a case of
it
it. Who
to a party.
accidentally bought Hogarth and brought that instead.
It
Guys,
looked
it's not
good,
that
guys.
bad.
The packaging. Speaking of parties, let's get into this one, okay? Someone threw a huge loud party in Troy, Michigan.
Why?
Which the cops, of course, came to break it up because nothing is going on right now.
You can hear that noise from a loud party.
If you have a huge loud party with bumping music or loud people talking, I guarantee you, it is so quiet across the American landscape right now. The noise from your party will reach the nearest police precinct.
If they have their windows open, they will hear it, and they'll just follow the noise to your house.
Follow the noise. You're a dummy for throwing a huge party,
and you're idiots for going to that party.
All those people who are at that party, you are not invincible. Okay,
this virus does not care how old you are.
And yes, fine, you might be in the age group where, like, okay,
it's not going to kill you, but it's going to kill your grandpa. You cool with that, player?
If that's how you want to role play, that's what you want to do. Okay.
Do it.
Go kill a grandpa. All right. Well, folks at this Troy, Michigan, were like, science be damned.
That's right.
I don't care what elderly
I got to get my
member of
drink
family.
on and get drunk AF.
Right? This is super important. And that didn't sit well with a man who owned the house next door.
Yeah.
Little did they know that it was
should I say
a dwelling in the Shire.
Yeah, exactly.
Christopher Hogarth. So Hogarth, he's had enough with the noise.
Sure.
Right? Even though the cops are on the scene breaking it up.
Lights flashing.
Yeah, there was a marked police car on the scene with lights flashing.
So they're handling it.
Right. And Hogarth, he decides, like, I'm going to get my shotgun.
They're literally breaking up the party.
Let me go grab a shotgun. And I'm assuming he had many to choose from.
I'm sure he had a walk-in closet full of
shotguns, right? And he's like, let me get the biggest one. He found it, brought it out, racked it. And the cops were like,
what the hell?
So the cops heard that.
They're like, no one on our staff brought a shotgun.
So that's clearly somebody else. They turn over and they see Hogarth. This guy standing on his porch, okay? He had just been arguing with a 20-year-old kid from West Bloomfield, which, all right, that guy, I'm going to just assume that guy's douchey.
A douchebag.
All right, we went to Michigan. We knew a lot of West Bloomfield kids. If there's a loud kid, here's what happened, okay? Hogarth was like, turn that music down, whatever he said in his way. And then the West Bloomfield kid's like, shut up, boomer, go in your house and mind your own business. He said, I'll go into my house and I'll get my business. He came out, grab a shotgun, rack a doobie, and then now we're in this situation. And then,
which, by the way, the 20-year-old kid, don't tell a crazy drunk-looking guy to mind his own business and go back in his house.
I would say to everyone right now, in this world that we live in right now, don't get into a confrontation with anyone.
You don't need it.
You don't need it.
This isn't the movie Gran Torino,
So Gran Torino. Let's talk about Gran Torino, because Gran Torino is porn for old guys who feel pushed around by youth.
Yeah, it's the ultimate get off my lawn.
It's the get off my lawn porn. It's like
get off my lawn porn.
Nancy Meyers films is porn for older women whose husbands have left them for younger women, and they just want to hear
that the husband that I screwed up.
I'm not happy.
I made a mistake and I'm unhappy.
She's crazy. She wants to have a baby. I'm no happier in this relationship than I was in this one, and I miss your cooking and I miss you.
That's right.
And I miss the family we built together.
That's the porn.
That is the porn
That
nugget.
is the 63-year-old woman porn that Nancy Meyers serves up. Gran Torino is old men, and they're trying with a finger. He can basically destroy
an Asian gang.
That's right.
All right. That's Gran Torino. That's the whole movie. All right. So, but don't do it now in the world, because it's not going to be a finger gun in this world.
It's going to be a racked shotgun.
Racked shotgun. And the cops are standing with you, 20-year-old kid from West Bloomfield.
Right.
So it's not like they're going to keep you safe from this asshole.
That's right. So he's up on the porch, Hogarth, with the shotgun in what position?
And he's got it in the high and ready position, which I didn't even know what this was. I had to look it up.
High is like this, but maybe it's like
high
that.
And ready, I'm assuming, is like not low and ready, high and ready.
Like ready
and that's
to
not
go.
a shot. You don't reach a shotgun, you hold a shotgun. I don't know what it is. Someone explain to us what high and ready is. That's how little we know about guns. So, but he had it in the high and ready.
We fired a shotgun before.
Yeah. Cops, I hit a skeet. I hit a thing. Cops told this guy, put down your gun. Did he listen?
No.
He did not listen. He only, after a brief period of time, backed into the house.
Slowly backed into that. By the way, his gun is racked and facing the officers.
And the party. So this is the moment where I was checking this story out and I said, okay, this is a perfect example to explain to any white people out there who are like, I don't get what's the big deal?
What's the big deal? You do something wrong and you get busted for it.
You get busted for it. You give the cops problems and they have every right to throw it down. No.
Did they
throw this guy down?
No.
Did they put a knee in his neck?
Did
if
they kill
anyone
him?
deserved a knee in the neck, it's this guy for 9 minutes. This guy deserved a knee in his neck for 9 minutes.
That's
he pointed a gun at you.
Yeah.
You have every right to choke him out.
He threatened your life as a cop, literally with a gun.
This is a guy who should repeatedly say, I can't breathe, and no one should be, and you should put your hand in your pocket and just stand there.
That's right.
On his neck. So the fact that this guy points a gun and doesn't get this treatment, and then someone is like, please get off of me, I didn't do anything, or reaching for their driver's license, they get shot through a car window. That's why people are mad.
This is
that
it.
simple.
This is it.
This is
You're
this
looking
is the
for a
story.
A guy pointing his gun at the cops who does not listen, slowly backs into his house. So then he comes out.
Hogarth comes out, complies with officers and lays on the ground, but then refuses to put his hands behind his back to get cuffed. That's when you break a guy's arm.
Yeah.
That's fine at that point. He's not listening to you, and he pulled a gun on you.
That's right.
And they found a shell from near where he was
Ammo
aiming the gun.
nearby.
So the guy had bullets in the gun. Then this guy's wife comes out. And
Which may be the most shocking thing ever, that this guy's not divorced.
Yeah, this guy seems like he should be in a lengthy divorce. And
You're right.
maybe after this, he will be. All right.
One can only
But the
hope.
wife comes out and she starts confronting the cops. To
Great.
which I said, the couple that resists arrest together stays together.
In jail.
In prison, yeah, because they're going to be
You're
you're going to be
going to
locked
jail.
up for a while. But that's just it. And I just keep.
What's she resisting about?
Who knows? This guy's
Did she bring a gun out to the party?
I don't know. This guy failed a breathalyzer test. I'm going to ask you what you think he blew into this.
0.18.
0.18, 0.11. So
Still
still
over the legal limit, but that's
and I guess he's no stranger to failing tests.
That's
I'm
right.
sure this
That's
guy's
right.
done that throughout his entire life.
what did he say? Why did he rack it?
This is the part to me that's it. He said, I wasn't going to do anything with the shotgun.
No,
Which I hate to correct his correct English, but I think he should have said, I wasn't going to do nothing with the shotgun.
because he was going to do something.
Because that's
with
a double negative, and that means he
You
was
don't
actually
rack it if you're going to not use it.
the rack of the gun. He said, I only racked it because I like the noise.
You like the noise.
I thought it was for the noise.
Well, I thought you hated the noise of the party next to you. So now you like noise?
It was for the noise.
for the noise.
He just
You
wanted
want
to-
that noise.
He just wanted to scare him. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to scare him. But here's the thing.
You can't hold it in a high and ready position.
Dude, you want to scare people?
Rack it all you want. Have it facing the sky, but you cannot.
Maybe that's what high and ready is. I don't know, but I'm just telling you right now, you cannot rack a shotgun. You cannot rack a shotgun. in
Ready
front of
means
other
you're
people.
ready to shoot.
High and ready means ready to go. So you cannot rack a shot. You can threaten. You can say, I got a closet full of shotguns and you don't want me to come back out here.
Yeah.
If I come back out here, it's going to be with a shotgun. You don't go to jail for that.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with that. You can make shit up. You can come out with a baseball bat and say, I'm going to start bashing everyone's cars. All right. That might get people flowing, but still, again, and someone might call the cops and use threat. Did I threaten with a baseball bat? No, I was holding it because I was worried.
Also, when
they
the cops tell you to put your gun down, you don't slowly back into your house like
Right.
you're going to go get 6 more for them.
right. So cops, you had a chance with this
You
one.
really did.
You had a chance to go to town.
Everyone was going to be on board with you.
You could have choked this guy out. You could have used too much force. You could have gone way overboard. And you know what? I think they should have.
Yeah.
They should have in this case to at least say, hey, we're making progress.
Balance it.
All right.
That's a show. That's how we do it, guys. Thank you so much for following the show. Tell people about it. This isn't a hoax. We got the jokes.
That's
Stay
right.
connected, stay protected, don't get infected, and wear a mask. We'll see you tomorrow.
La ti da, la ti da ti da ti da, la ti da da.